This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Tuesday, November 24th. Pretty choppy session today. Looked like we were going to have a pretty big down day just based off the futures this morning, thanks to the revision in GDP. GDP got revised from 3.5% to 2.8, which was pretty much around the revision estimate. The big reason for the revision downward was imports were actually larger than expected, and when they calculate GDP, they actually back out the value of imports. So even though the U.S. importing more goods means we're consuming more goods and the economy is doing better, it sort of takes away from the GDP number. We also had a decent consumer confidence report, and we sold off nicely in the first 45 minutes, but buyers again snuck back into the market. And you can see here on the Dow 15-minute chart, we still have this uptrend support line in place. Supports around 10,340 or thereabouts. If we flip over to the daily chart, we get a better picture of what's going on. We are consolidating up here after this recent rise, just like we have on each of the last three consolidations after the rise on the stair step. If we do see a breakdown, support is at the 20-day exponential. That's at 10,213, and then below that we've got the uptrend line and the 50-day moving average around 99.53. Holiday shortened week. Tomorrow is the last full trading day before the Thanksgiving holiday, and then the market is only open for a half day on Thursday. So we could see some weakness in the large cap stocks, but typically what happens is you see the small cap stocks really pick up momentum over the next few days this time of the year. So for now, we sort of don't care what the overall indice does as long as we see, small caps do their thing. We saw some bright spots with that today. We had a lot of the micro stocks just explode. NEXM, SCLD up 40% plus, and quite a few other plays run nicely. There's actually been a lot of small cap plays jumping nice percentages over the last few days. It's just across all segments and sectors. So, it's kind of hard to pinpoint them. You sort of have to throw the dart and hope that the one you got in is the one that gets cracked. US dollar been bouncing around here today. Oil has been selling off and the dollar's been threatening to move, but it's sort of been a commodity. Funds have been easing out of the commodity stocks, which is why the market's sort of been, treading water up here. But anyway, let's jump into some stock plays right now. BCON, very nice winner for us today. We sent out an alert around 64, 65 cents. One of the guys in the chat room had found a link about a DOE holding a grant conference today, and when we dug into that, we noticed that the place they were holding it was a partner with BCON, which is the reason we loaded the boat on that play. Traded as high as 76 cents on the news. Can't argue with almost a 20% gain on the day, actually only within a couple of hours. BCON, too bad they actually released the news today. If they had waited till pre-market tomorrow, we probably would have been looking at the 80s on BCON. As it stands, they released the market or the news pre-market, and of course, after the initial spike, we had the selling into it, which is typical for BCON, which is why we booked fat gains on that spike. TGAL was a trading alert yesterday. Very nice chart setup on this one. This stock was trading at $1.75 a few days ago. Nice no volume retrace on this one. Volumes picked up over the last couple of days. Very nice bottoming action on this one. We will be looking for a snapback at least to the 20-day exponential. That's at $1.35. As you can see, this is a stock that likes to hug its 20-day, and when it sells off, it always bounces back to that level. And this chart looks very, very nice. These low volume plays have actually been putting in some very nice move, especially ones that have sold off pretty steeply over the last couple of weeks. So this one looks very, very good in the near term. HYTM was a new trading alert today, 35 cents. First target 40 cents. Actually got as high as 39 cents. This is another stock, as I mentioned in the alert, has been walked down since its big spike there in September. Actually had a spike high to 75 cents yesterday, and this is where they raised a bunch of money back in September after their initial spike at 75 cents. So we get a fat discount on this one. Looks like the bottom is in place here. Stops 33 cent. RSI bouncing off 30. ADX positive cross. Stochastics in the basement. So this one should be in for some follow through with momentum in the small cap stocks. EFJI. This is another sort of low volume, nice chart setup, nice retrace over the last month. Stops at $1, breakout at $1.10. We're looking for at least a move to the 20-day exponential. That is at $1.20 here. Company that's been spitting at nothing but contract wins over the last month or two. In store for a nice move in the near term, and looks like it's been bottoming like the other plays we've jumped into with similar charts. TSTR, quick mention on this one. Again, this is one we got a very nice spike out of a couple of weeks ago. It's been consolidating nicely here under the 20-day exponential. This one looks like it's readying for another move in the near term, just looking at the chart indicators. So would keep a very close eye on this one. The next move over $1.20 should finally set TSTR free for that move on the 50-day moving average at $1.57. MCZ, this was a trading alert yesterday. Gamer stock. This is a stock that tends to do very, very well, as I mentioned in the trading alert, from late November into December. Gamer stock, this is their time of the year. They've got a bunch of new games and accessories hitting the market right now. And, you know, we had a nice pop on this one. Was actually trading as high as 49 cents yesterday and after hours. Got walked down on the open today, just giving us an opportunity to pick up some more shares here, and it should be a very nice winner for us in the near term. We're looking for at least a move to the 50s over the next couple of days, and this is a play on the Black Friday sales. Here we have TGEN. This was another trading alert. 24 to 25 cents is the target ad on this one. Again, this was a play on the big spike we saw on NEXM today. This is another biotech in the basement, but they've got a decent cash balance, and they expect to have plenty of cash going into next year. Trading along the bottom. Again, you know, this is one of those things, throwing the darts at the quality plays, the biotech penny plays. Seem to be doing very, very well lately. Did have a nice spike high as 29 cents there intraday, and then got walked down at the close with pretty much most of these other plays like NEXM. But again, very nice signs we're seeing in this market, in the penny cap market right now. And this is another one that it won't take much. It's trading pretty much around its bottoms right now, and should we get a breakout or a close above that 27-cent area, we're looking for a move to 35 cents, and stops would be at today's lows, 21 cents here. So that's pretty much it for the video tonight. Some positive action in small caps. We should see that continue over the next couple of days. Usually we see the small caps, the low float stocks, low volume stocks do very well over the next couple of sessions, and we'll be looking for that to continue this week. So that's it for the video. See you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.